Hello out there to all of my YouTube fans for Papa's Pub. All 6 or 8 of you, or 12, whatever it is up to by now. Normally, after I do an event intro, I like to upload the video from the actual event. Well, didn't work out this time because I was trying out 2 new cameras. They were GoPro type cameras, and the quality on them was just absolute shit. And I know what you're thinking. I should have tried them out beforehand. Well, I did, but I was hoping for better results, and you know what you get, wish in one hand and shit in the other, and see which one fills up first. So this is what we're stuck with. Had a hell of a turnout, and everybody had a great time. The godfather of the bass was there, Leo Corleone, and he was there for a while. And of course, my family, daughter Sarah, and hats off to Sarah for relieving me later on, because after 5 hours of standing behind the bar, my back was starting to hurt pretty bad. So I appreciate the help from Sarah Whitney, and the wife. She was great too. She enjoyed herself. Yeah, we had so many new people there that, like old Joe Biden, Oatmeal Brains Biden, I had to make a list so that I didn't leave anybody out, because I don't want to offend anybody. So, right off the top, Shannon and Henry, special thanks to you guys for bringing the Tequila Rose, the Jim Beam Red Stag, and the Jim Beam Apple. That was greatly appreciated. You guys didn't have to do that. I really enjoyed meeting you. And Henry, from what I understand with that accident that you had, I'm not going to go into details about it, but God bless you, man, and it was great to see you out and about and having a good time. And Mike, I don't know what your last name is, Mike, but you had a good time, and I enjoyed meeting you. And what I like the most about you is you're almost as nuts as I am. And Ty and Gabby, haven't seen Gabby in years. She was Sarah's best friend in high school. Really good to see them and to meet her husband Ty. Yeah. And Emily, met you for the first time too, and you're a woman after my own heart. It seemed that you really like those blood orange Harvey Wallbangers. They are tasty, aren't they? And the guy that was my best friend in high school and I grew up with, and he was in the first band that I ever played in, my old buddy Reed was here, and he came dressed as Jerry Garcia resurrected from the dead, which, if anybody knows Reed, that's his normal look. And I was glad that he brought Kathy with. Got to know her a little bit better. And Kathy, you're welcome here anytime. And it was really easy to see why Reed likes you so much. Diana, when you came in to the bar, I thought I recognized your voice, and I knew that I should know who you were, but I didn't recognize you. You have changed your look so much, and I know the road that you've gone down, and what you have accomplished is just absolutely amazing. You look fantastic, and I know that you got to feel better too. And I really, really enjoyed seeing you again, and I hope that you're going to be at Papa's Pub more often. I will make sure that happens. So, thanks again for coming. And Willie, God, I haven't seen Willie in a while, and he lives in the same town, so there's really no excuse for it. I just got to keep more in touch with the guy, because he's a good guy. Overall, I think that the most requested drink of the night was the new drink at Papa's Pub, and it's called the Rocky Mountain Bearfucker. It's pretty tasty. I had one myself, but other than that, I just had a couple of beers. So on to the next item on the agenda. We're going to start something new at Papa's Pub. Now, you've seen the videos where we're sitting around and having a good time in the bar. We are going to start a Papa's Pub Goes Hunting series. Now, we're not going to go out and hunt deer or bear or elk or buffalo or anything like that. We are going to go out and we are going to hunt mythological things, or creatures if you will, like Sasquatch, the Easter Bunny, the Leprechaun, the Loch Ness Monster, along those lines. We are going to, it is our hope that we are going to go out and prove one way or another whether these things actually do exist. And I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So that'll be upcoming soon, hopefully. But the problem is getting everybody together, because this is going to be a bigger thing than just having one camera or one cameraman in the bar filming. I'm planning on using my brother, who's a professional cameraman, to run the professional video camera, and we're going to use Hiram, the guy that I have to keep firing because he can't shut up behind the camera. Yeah, we're going to use him. He's going to be behind the Nikon, which is the camera that we had been using. So it's going to be a little bit bigger, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I hope that it makes everybody laugh, because that's what this is all about. You know, I poke fun at the Democrats, and it's all in fun. I don't hate any Democrats. Even Oatmeal Brains, I don't hate him, or Comrade Kamala. You know, they're just misguided. And there's Republicans out there that fall, what do you want, dude? That fall into the same category with old Oatmeal Brains. So it's just, I guess, basically politicians in general that are assholes, because every one of them lies. They lie to your face, they lie behind your back, they promise you this, that, the other thing, and when they get elected, they don't deliver on any of it. And you know what? Like him or don't like him, hate him or love him, Donald Trump is the only one that I can think of offhand that ever promised anything, got into office, and delivered on it. The rest of them are all full of shit. And as far as I'm concerned, you could take all of the politicians in the country, put them on a deserted island someplace, and forget them. So, I'm not going to get into any more politics, because it's a touchy subject right now for a lot of people, especially with Election Day less than a week away. And I just hope that, however it turns out, our country can stay together and stay or get united behind whoever's elected. Although I have my fears that if Kamala Harris and good old Tampon Tim win, we are in for another 4 years of suffering like we have been now. And if you don't think we're suffering, go to the grocery store and buy some food. I mean, I can remember distinctly, and this is just, well, let's say 2 items. When Donald Trump was in office, you could go and buy a can of Hunt's spaghetti sauce for 99 cents. Now it's $1.50. So explain to me how that's only like 8 or 9% inflation. To me, that's 50% more that I'm paying for the same thing that I was buying 4 years ago. And generic Walmart great value bread, you could get a loaf of that for like 89 cents. Now it's $1.50 too. So tell me how we're better off. Anybody, just tell me, how are we better off now than when Donald Trump was in office? And I have to tell you, I got to admit, there was a lot of things that he tweeted out that I just cringed. And I thought, why? Why would he say something like that? Why would he do that? But that's who he is. And you know what? When it comes right down to it, I will take money in my pocket and cringe at his remarks rather than to be selling off my pension just to make ends meet every single month. So, enough of that. On to the next adventure. Mazel tov, brothers!